when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat about if you ain't got proof, then leave it alone. I'm on the road trying to keep us afloat, while you want space and a reason to grow. If things are best left kept on the low, then I think you should leave that after the tone. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything. See, I would've done anything for you. Now you won't pick up when I call you. It was late night texting to a yawning. Nowadays I'm overthinking till the morning. Switched up and turned without a warning, but I know my heart forever bleed. Truth is that strangers like magicians. Never knew them tricks were up your sleeve. Hey, I'm sick of this back and forth. It's starting to get contagious. I had to put the bridges out you built. What I felt inside would have been outrageous. Stop acting, think I believe that's catfish, poor performance. What's your number, please, or contact, buzz you up so I can call that a ballin'.
Can't tell me like, what do you want? Yeah, tell me like, what do you need? First step when you're doing your feet. Been swimming cause I'm in a deep. Don't call me, you already know. I'm on the road and you for the streets. Young on and ain't the same. I guess we're on different things. I guess now we're distant strangers. You said it's no fun to blame, but I was not the one to change. 'Cause I was not the one to save you. And you were my everything. Now I regret everything. I wanted you here with me, but you didn't want that. I'll do anything. I don't know what's you're in. I wanted you here with me, but it was too much to ask for. You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Washington Commanders. Closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Panther 60.
Now Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And now third down.
Let's go now.
Here's Daniels. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Lou Hedley now. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Escapes the defender. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play,
picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. A nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, his linebacker.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. To the air goes Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
And there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Come on, come on. Set. Cougar 19. 18, pioneer. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing now is Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
30-yard line.
Ready up.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready.
Love looking to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And some space here. Now he's loose at the 40. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Daniels looking to throw. Got Dobbs over the middle. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Ready. To throw is Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Ben Sinnott, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this is off the crossbar, but it makes it over anyway. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, did we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set. Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go. Blue, set.
Throwing. Love. Now he's going to step up and run. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Down. Set.
Love now. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Ready?
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Commanders' 16-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll get this complete to Sennett, the tight end. And he'll go down behind before getting this inside the 30. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Back to throw. Daniels. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Washington, first down.
19 tight. Here we go. Set.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they approached up to the task and forced the incompletion.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Seven Pirates.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And Washington has taken the lead. And that is off the crossbar. But hang on here. There are penalty flags on the field. This is probably going to be a roughing call. Now that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault, because to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Washington will line up for the 2-point
60
conversion.
Eagles. 60 Eagles. Mustang 19. Ready.
Daniels going to try and throw for it. That's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gainer there on the kick. Catch and run, 37 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but that can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ready?
Here's Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn that field and gain any yardage.
And he's going to have a Packers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. To throw now. Here's Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Set, hut.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's able to work through for about 6 down to the 18.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10, and probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Ready, set.
Love from the gun. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Here we go. 52 Bulls, set.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 without the 4. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ready.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release.
Here we go.
On 4th down, Love. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on 4th down. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And this is going to be a Commanders' 1st down as we get this up to the 25.
Brett, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk for the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Washington Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
15 more yards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You